Hey guys, Terrence here. Today's project, my wife stepped through the attic. I cut down the pieces that were hanging and kind of marked the section that I'm gonna cut out, the remainder of the section, to get a great fit. You know, I think it's best. I found working with drywall. I think it's best for me to cut out these sections when you repairing or patching holes in the wall, rectangular or squared. As you can see, I got everything marked up already. But the fan we had in the attic was a fairly small one. It was loud. It's a Brome. The sound level was 4.0 ohms, which translates to sound. But it was fairly loud for it to be small. And this is a small bathroom. This is our downstairs bath. It's a small bath, and you know, it kind of cleared out the condensation in the bathroom fairly well, but it was loud. And I think my wife stepped in the attic. That little small hole, she missed the whole joist. I think she did that on purpose so I can change it. She's been fussing about that small ventilation fan in the attic. It's super small. And she thought I was cheap when I put it in. She thought I was just going with something that was cheap and that would work. But the new one that I'm installing right now is it's a Delta. Look at the zones on this. This is what she wanted, and it has a nice light on it as well. It's a 0.0 zone, just extremely quiet, and it's 80 a CFM, which is like for a small bathroom or a medium bathroom, and this is a small bathroom, a fairly small bathroom. So I think the songs go up to 6.0, which is extremely loud, but they're great for larger bathrooms. You know, a great ventilation fan for larger bathrooms. Even though they're loud, they get the job done. So as you can see, the bathroom's a mess. Stuff is everywhere. Everything collapsed off the attic. But I think she did it on purpose. I think she stepped in the attic so I can change out and put a new fan in. So I bought a sheet of drywall from the Asia section and a smaller 2x4 section of drywall from the Asia section in Menards. And I'm gonna repair the ceiling, and I'm gonna take the drywall. So let me get this. Let me show you guys. This is all I'm using. Check my drywall saw and cut my rectangle out and I'm gonna install the new ventilation fan, and it has a light on it, so I'll zone it. As you can see, we have the switches right there, so I'll zone it to work separate, so we'll be able to cut the fan on if we like, or if we want to cut the light on when we come in the bathroom, or we can have both of them on. So I don't know if you guys watched my previous videos. You know, I'm a certified electrician, so I have my certificate. It's just a hobby of mine. It's not my occupation. I just love light. I love messing with light, so it's a breeze of installing this, but it's more difficult. The drywall job to me is more difficult in this process, which is fairly easy as well. So I'll be doing some light patchwork. I bought some pre-mix. I bought some pre-mixed joint compound, just a small little container of it, and I'm gonna use it to patch up. And luckily, I found some old paint. The color we have in there, I found some old paint, and hopefully it's okay if I stir it up. It's a couple years though. I don't think I'll get away with it, but I'll be able to match it. I'll be able to match the paint. So, and I got some primer as well. So I'll get started and I'll film. I'll show you guys each step I do. But I'm about to cut this rectangle out right now. I really think she stepped in the attic on purpose. She weighs about 130 pounds. But I think she did this on purpose, so I can put a bigger ventilation fan in here with the light on it, because she's been fussing about a light not being in the ceiling and a bigger ventilation fan, and the other fan was too loud. So I'm about to change it right now. So I'll show you guys the process and I'll film as I go. Hey guys, although I started cutting a tiny bit of the ceiling out, it's important to get some kind of filtration mask and wear some safety glasses when messing with this drywall or cutting it because the dust is so fine the gypsum produces, and you definitely ain't trying to get that in your lungs or in your eyes. So it's important, don't even start like I did, made the little small cut without the glasses and the mask because you definitely ain't trying to inhale that drywall or that gypsum inside you. You don't want that in your lungs, and you definitely not trying to get in your eyes. So it's important. Get your safety glasses on and get your mask. Put a mask on. Any kind of filtration. Don't have to be a mask like this, but any kind of mask that'll filter out those particles. So okay, I'm back. Since I'll be up top doing the wiring in a second and mounting this vent up, this fan up, I want to give you guys a brief tutorial on how to wire it, just in case you don't know. I know the instructions tell you how to do it, but this is what I do. I love this stuff. I've been doing it so long, since I was a kid. I've been wiring things, and that's another reason I got my certificate. It's just I love wiring. I love electricity. I love the speed of light. But that's another topic. But anyway, what you want to do is, this is your ground. This goes to the ground. You can put both your neutrals together. Put both of your neutrals together. You connect it to your neutral inside of your box. Both of your neutrals are your whites. Connect them together. And what you'll be needing, if you're zoning these out, zoning the light out and the fan out, what you want to do is connect the black to one side to one switch, to the hot on one switch, and connect the blue to the hot on the other switch, and you'll zone them out. But if you only have one switch and you want the fan and the light to come on and run together, you can just connect these two. Connect the black and the blue to the hot side of the switch. That's it. And they'll work together. The light and every time you hit the switch, the light and fan will come on together. But always keep your whites together. Hook your neutrals up, which is your neutrals, and your grounds. Always a green or bare wire. But to start, I'll give you guys a brief tutorial on how to wire your fan or the light. So, okay, let me finish installing. Okay, I'm back. This is where I'm at right now. Everything's in place. Fans working beautiful. It's working exactly as it should. There's no air leakage in my duct. I had one little small leakage in the center up there where I have a connector, and I've just kind of put some duct tape around it. But as you can see, it's smooth. You don't hear anything. You can barely hear this fan. I mean, and it's pushing out some air. You can barely hear it. Everything is flowing good. We're about to cut the drywall piece out. And I'll be back shortly to show you guys how it fits. I'm about to start sanding. I got everything set up. Pretty much done with everything. It's got to sand, prime, and paint now. So let me show you guys. I got a top to kind of cover the majority of stuff in the bathroom. I didn't want to remove everything. Just got to do a light sand up there and some. I'm gonna put some prime on today, and I'm gonna do some. After it dries, I'll probably paint tomorrow and finish up. But I got a sander right here. I'm using some drywall sanding sponges for this job. I like using them sponges that are fairly easy to use, and they do a super good job. Just to make sure you get the right grit for yourself for your sanding job. Okay, this is the primer I'll be using. It's a primer sealer, just a water-based primer. It dries pretty quick, so I can get the paint up. But I got me a little sponge, a dual sponge roller, so I can cover this little space pretty quick, and a paint mixer. So I'm about to apply the primer right now, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, guys, this is the paint we use for the bathroom. It's the I found it. I hope it's some good. I hope it looks pretty good, but what's important is that it's with any bathroom or wet area, sink around the sink. If you don't have a backsplash, you definitely want a latex. You can go with a semi-gloss, even a flat latex, but satin has uh, a lesser sheen than semi-gloss. It looks better. It's a more preferred paint as far as bathrooms, but the most important thing is that you want a latex. You want to use a latex around that wet area, around any area that kind of gets moist or damp. Like I say, the sink area, kitchen walls, and around the sink area in the kitchen, and definitely any bathroom. You want a latex base paint. Any other paint will eventually peel and crack, and you'll find yourself doing multiple fixes. The paint looks super good. Looks very good. Okay, I am done with the job. Unfortunately, the paint that I found was to the bathroom, down to the upstairs bathroom, and this one, uh, it's a shade off from the downstairs. So I'll eventually want to paint this bathroom with that paint, but this is it for right now. I'm done, and thanks for watching.